Good morning. I call the May 2022 Undergraduate Commencement to order. Please be seated. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leslie Halleck, and I'm president of Pacific University. And on behalf of the faculty, staff, alumni, and board of trustees, I am pleased to welcome you to our undergraduate class of 2022 commencement. Woo! We especially welcome the families and friends of our honored graduates who are here today to witness this ceremony. But as we get started, please join me in recognizing once again Robert Barrick, Jeffrey Brewer, and Robert McKendrick, the pipers and drummer who led our procession this morning. Thank you. And please give a shout out also to the Pacific University Band under the direction of Dr. Michael Birch-Paces for our music today. We now invite our university choir members to come forward and lead us in the national anthem. This group represents members of the graduating class of 2022 and is under the direction of Dr. Scott Toomey. Please rise as you are able and look to the left for the national anthem. Oh, it's our right. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Before we move forward with our commencement ceremony, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the history of the land on which we are standing or sitting. We are fortunate to be in the middle of Forest Grove, a beautiful community that includes our campus, the town, surrounding farms and forests and wetlands, with the Pacific Coast and the mountains in the distance. Pacific University has been here for 173 years, but we are pausing today to remember the native peoples who were here for thousands of years before us. This was the land of the Tualatin Kalapuyas, a people who are now one of the confederated tribes of Grand Ronde. A task force that I appointed, consisting of native and non-native faculty, staff, and students, was established in 2018 to reflect on how Pacific might best approach acknowledging our history. That task force has now evolved to be a formal part of our shared governance as the Indigenous Engagement Committee, one example of the increased study of Indigenous peoples and culture at Pacific in a slow evolution. We've also been fortunate enough to be federally designated as an Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander serving institution. That's a mouthful. It's abbreviated ANAPISI. It's a federal designation that enables us to receive federal funding for this program and other related programs. As you may know, Pacific began as a school founded by missionaries. Their purposes were both laudable and in some cases harmful. They strove to make education accessible to those who would not otherwise have been able to attend school, including the orphans from the Oregon Trail. But they also started, just off the campus, a boarding school in Forest Grove, which sought to replace Native culture with their own through the use of Indian schools. One of the legacies of the settlements in this area is that the Tualatans were forced to move away. The last native Tualatin speaker passed away 80 years ago. However, the tribes survived and kept many of their traditions, sometimes against great odds. Today, the tribes in this region are vibrant, creative, and very much alive. Perhaps the best advice I received as we began these deliberations and initiatives was to think about land acknowledgement as a verb rather than a noun. In other words, as an activity, as an action, rather than something that might be static. Over time, we hope to continue to acknowledge and learn from our history. This year, there was a rich array of Native presentations, visitors, and learning opportunities on campus, particularly during Indigenous Peoples Month in November. After a pause during the pandemic, we are also renewing our efforts to repatriate Native artifacts that are found in our archives as they are uncovered and their history and provenance is learned. Pacific University also welcomed a new student club this year called the Indigenous Student Alliance, open to all interested students, Native and their allies. And looking forward, I hope that we will continue to grow our relationship with Grand Ronde and to deepen the ways in which we honor the Kalapuyas, the Chinooks, and other Indigenous peoples of the Willamette Valley. I now invite class of 1967 alumnus, Reverend Frank Baldwin, United Church of Christ, retired, to offer our invocation.
President Halleck, distinguished faculty, resourceful administrators, faithful benefactors, proud parents, loyal friends, and amazing graduates, congratulations to every one of you. I'm Frank Baldwin, as Leslie mentioned, a 1967 alumnus of Pacific University and an ordained minister in the United Church of Christ for over 50 years. It is my honor and joy to offer an invocation for this commencement. As one who walked across the stage and graduated from Pacific University over half a century ago, I know something about what will happen here today. Of course, there are differences between my time and yours. The university that I remember was vastly smaller and simpler than it is today. Your class is 3 times the size of mine. My commencement ceremony fit comfortably inside what was then the brand new University Center. And now it takes Hanson Stadium to hold us all. But what I know is that each of you will depart from this ceremony with well-deserved feelings of pride and accomplishment because of what you have done as students at Pacific University. You have been called to face not only the rigor of the classroom, but also the unforeseeable challenges of wildfires, cultural and political unrest, an international pandemic, economic and employment uncertainties, global warming and climate change, as well as now an unsettling new war in Europe. And yet, you have persevered, accepted responsibility, created community, discovered your powers, inventing solutions, staying the course, and arriving now at this proud and uniquely significant day of commencement. You are about to become graduates of this university, a good many of you the first ever college graduates in your families. And today you will join an incredible cohort of 32,000 graduates in 50 countries and all 50 states who also earned their education at Pacific. Many of us will be conscious today of those we have lost in these recent months and years, the family members, friends, colleagues, neighbors, and others close to us who would have given anything to be here today. And so before concluding with a prayer, may we pause together for a moment of silent reflection to remember and bless them. Holy presence, never far from us in times of trial and rejoicing, inspiring our quest for wisdom and truth, moving beside us in the struggle for a just and sustainable world, inviting us to explore the heights of community and compassion, grace and gratitude, mercy and love. Thank you for these new graduates and their knowledge and hope, their courage and creativity that they will carry forward into their lives. Thank you for all those who have taught and learned with them, enabled and empowered them, befriended and accompanied them to this day of accomplishment and celebration. Thank you for this day and for the opportunities, abilities, adventures, and relationships that have come their way through Pacific University, which will remain with them through all the days and years to come. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Baldwin. I'm Ann Barr Gillespie, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Pacific University. The members of our platform party consist of officers, deans, and directors of the university and are listed in your program. I would like to introduce Mr. Jerry Yoshida, Chair of the Pacific University Board of Trustees, who will offer an official welcome and acknowledge the trustees. Jerry himself is an alumnus of Pacific and a member of the class of 1973. Please join me in welcoming Jerry Yoshida.
Thank you, Ann. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Welcome. After 2 years of virtual graduations, it's nice to be before you in person. On behalf of the Pacific University Board of Trustees, and as a proud member of the class of 1973, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you, the members of the class of 2022, on your achievement on this very important milestone in your lives, and to welcome you into the fold of the Pacific University alumni. I stand before you as a member of the Board of Trustees, and we have several of them here today, and I'd like to acknowledge them. So I'd like to acknowledge those trustees who can, and as well as the emeritus trustees. Please rise and be recognized. Thank you, trustees, for your continued commitment to Pacific University and for your presence on this important occasion. And to you, the graduates, you will embark on many different journeys, and as you do so, we wish you abundant opportunity and success in the next phase of your life, wherever your ambitions and your dreams may take you. Godspeed. Go Boxers.
Thank you, Jerry. Each year, it is our pleasure to acknowledge the members of the Pacific community who are retiring or who have been granted emeritus status. This year, we recognize 4 remarkable faculty retirees who have had a lasting impact on our students and our campus community. Donna Phillips, emeritus, and some of her students, no doubt, emeritus professor of education, 14 years. Terry O'Day. Emeritus Professor of Art, 24 years. Lisa Sardinia. Emeritus Professor of Biology, 26 years. And Jeff Seward, Emeritus, thank you, good. Emeritus Professor, Associate Professor of Politics and Government, 32 years. Congratulations to all of you. And now it is my distinct pleasure to welcome back to the podium our president. Please join me in welcoming Pacific's 17th president, Dr. Leslie Halleck.
Good morning again. How are you today? Everybody happy? Incredible day. And I'm delighted to share this occasion with our newest soon-to-be graduates of Pacific University. And I especially appreciate all of the family and friends who are here today to celebrate with you. Commencement is an opportunity to take a breath, to pause, and to celebrate. If you're like me, it's a lot easier to look at your to-do list than it is to look back and say, wow, I've accomplished something here. But it's really important to do that and to share those momentous occasions with those who supported us along this journey. A college degree is a very special accomplishment, and what you've learned and experienced during your time here will literally change the course of the rest of your life. The important question, I hope, you are asking yourself as you go forth is what you'll do with that marvelous accomplishment and recognition and the responsibility that goes along with it. But first, let's also acknowledge that you are here today largely because of those who have taught and inspired you. We have a remarkable faculty at Pacific who dedicate their hearts and lives to the promise of education and the process of your growth and development. It's to a great extent through their collective efforts in support of your education that we're all here today. So please let us take a moment to recognize our faculty. With the faculties of the Colleges of Arts and Sciences, Business, Education, and University Libraries, please rise. Well, I was going to ask you to join me but in a round of applause, but clearly I don't need to do that. Please be seated. Well, it's soon to be graduates who in a moment will walk across the stage. I know that you are all aware that the journey was made possible by the love and support of your families and your friends. Would all of the students please stand and turn to face the audience of your family and friends? Okay, settle down there. Okay, now this is the audience participation part of this ceremony. So would you all hold your applause until the end, but you students are exempted from that. If you feel like shouting out, feel free. Would the parents of the graduates please rise as you are able and remain standing? And would the spouses, partners, significant others, and children, if any, of the graduates please rise as you are able and remain standing? And now, would the grandparents, sisters, brothers, aunts, and uncles of the graduates please rise as you are able and remain standing? And finally, if you are a cousin, a friend, or any other supporter of these graduates, please rise. Now, students, I invite you to take a look around. You are surrounded by love, affection, and support. I always have a little trouble with this portion. Everyone is here today because they believe in you, because they are incredibly proud of you, and because they wish you well. So remember that and draw on the power of this support as you move forward in life and face its inevitable challenges. Now, would everyone please join me in congratulating all of you who have supported these candidates and who helped make this day possible. Thank you, and please be seated. Commencement is the joyous culmination of countless hours of hard work, sacrifice, and the pursuit of new knowledge. It's a time for you to reflect on your well-deserved accomplishments that have led up to this day, and an opportunity to contemplate the possibilities of the future. We do this together as a university, and you can do it as individual graduates. We all lead very busy lives, and it's easy to simply keep moving on without doing that and acknowledging this transition. But I hope that you will be able to look back and enjoy the highs and even the lows of your passage through this institution. And you, of all classes, have experienced an amazingly unique exercise in resilience, if nothing else. And to mark and celebrate what you've achieved as you prepare for the future. I'm incredibly proud of all of you. And as we've watched you go through this, I can honestly say that the faculty, staff, and members of the Board of Trustees have that same pride and confidence in each of you, and share my optimism in the future because of you. I have one request of you, and it's one that was made of me when I was your age, and I took it to heart. And it is this: at some point in the future, when you are able, I ask you to find your way, your own way, to support and encourage at least one person who would not have been able to obtain an education otherwise to pursue their educational dreams and make them possible. I wish you the very best and remind you that you will always be part of the Pacific family. You are students for just a few short years, but you're a Boxer alumnus or alumna forever. Please let us hear from you, whether it's in person or by old-fashioned mail. It does still exist. By Facebook or Twitter or texting or some other means you'll know about long before I do. We love to hear from you and learn of your successes and even to commiserate with you when things don't go quite as planned. Come back and visit us often. It's been a privilege to share in this portion of your educational journey. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you, President Halleck. Each year, the honor of valedictorian is bestowed upon one of the graduates who has achieved the highest grade point average. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the 2022 valedictorian, Alexandra Hayes. Alex comes to us from Gunnison, Colorado, a small town in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. She is a chemistry major with minors in biology and outdoor leadership. As a high school student, Alex earned a Most Outstanding General Chemistry Student Award, and since then has continued to explore her love of chemistry at Pacific, not only through her chemistry courses, but also through participation in Pacific's Chemistry Club, serving as the club's president for the past year. This past summer, Alex participated in the Nuclear and Radiochemistry Summer School program sponsored by the American Chemical Society and the U.S. Department of Energy. The program sponsored her attendance at the 2022 American Chemical Society Conference to accept their 2021 Outstanding Student Award. In addition to academics, Alex has been highly involved with outdoor pursuits at Pacific University. She has guided rock climbing, cross-country skiing, mountaineering, and hiking trips. Alex participated in our Outdoor Pursuits Voyages program before beginning her freshman year, and has led 2 voyages since then, and coming full circle, is now the 2022 Student Voyages Coordinator. Alex's grandfather was a dentist, and that family history, along with a painful and unfortunate encounter with a softball during high school, convinced her to explore dentistry as a future profession. In pursuit of this dream, she helped collect like-minded students here at Pacific to start a pre-dental club and has been serving as its co-president this past year. She is now turning her sights forward and is starting to apply to dental school, hoping to matriculate in the fall of 2023. Please help me welcome Alexandra Hayes.
Good morning, everyone, and especially good morning, class of 2022. I hope it's not too bright for some of you out here this morning. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be standing in front of you today, even though it means we had to actually order these single-use personal saunas and, heaven forbid, wear something other than pajama pants. I'm so glad to be a part of the first in-person undergraduate commencement ceremony in 2 years. The first time I ever gave a speech, my elementary school teacher started waving at me with a motion I didn't understand at all. Since then, though, I've become very familiar with this signal, while public speaking, as the universal sign to slow down. So, that said, I will work at not speaking a million miles an hour at you all today. When I first started writing this speech, I was determined to not talk at all about the extenuating circumstances of the past 2 years. But I pretty quickly realized how foolish that was. As much as I'd like to live under a rock, and trust me, I spend enough time with rocks to make this a very real possibility. The pandemic years are as much a part of our experience at Pacific University as the UC food, crazy antics in Walter, and stressing over senior projects they are. But I don't want to talk about what we lost or what it should have been. We've heard about that enough. I want to talk about what we had and what we gained instead, which for us was ultimately learning that homework, grades, and courses are not nearly the most important things in the world. I know that sounds rich coming from your valedictorian, but look around. We didn't make it through college during the pandemic because of our sparkling Zoom skills, affinity for online exams, or love of Moodle. We made it through because of the people. Look at who's sitting next to you. These are the people who also continue to show up, continue to support those who needed them. And today, got out of bed, took some ibuprofen, put on some sunglasses, and made it to graduation mostly on time. Now, speaking of support and simply being there are definitely many, many thank yous in order today. First off, I'd like to start by thanking all of the professors. Even though you might not have always improved our cortisol levels or sleep schedules, your expectations nonetheless pushed us to become better students, better researchers, better academics, and overall better human beings. Almost every student I know cites small class sizes and the ability to get to know your professors as one of the reasons they chose to go to Pacific. And you all definitely perpetuate the stereotypes that come with this position. Not only do you know our names, there's a good chance you also know our siblings, parents, friends, and maybe even dogs' names. And you most certainly do know when we miss class. But you also know when someone needs a little extra support and when they're genuinely working their hardest. You start up research projects again because of pushy freshmen and design independent study courses so we can all get the most out of our education. Our experience here would never have been the same without you. So thank you. Next, yes. Next, we also need to thank the staff here at Pacific. We hear all about our professors because they're the ones assigning us homework, but we wouldn't be enrolled in our courses, studying abroad, have functioning labs, or have someone to help when you're stung by a bee without everyone else who works at Pacific. Thank you all as well. And finally, look beyond everyone here on the grass or involved with the Pacific and wave to the people up in the stands or sitting beside you, because we can't forget to thank our parents, family, and friends who are family, who've been with us every step of the way. Thank your mom for every single phone call and picture freshman year, your dad for his needlessly specific questions about the syllabi, and your friend for those coffees that really pulled you through the 8 a.m.s. For many of us, tax season sums this up pretty well. We are dependent. And even if you've leveled up to being an independent adult, no one person can do everything alone. So thank you to everyone who's made our lives at least a little bit easier. Thank yous always end up looking backwards to people who have done something and the places we were. Right now, though, we're looking towards the future, and that's pretty amazing. Not everyone has had the same journey to this stadium, and we certainly won't take the same paths going forward. But regardless of what happens next, our years at Pacific have taught us how to be flexible and understanding while still maintaining professional standards. That sometimes a night out is the homework you need to be doing. And that the mandate for kindness never lifts. So congratulations, class of 2022. We're here and we did it.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. Wow, for those wise words. And best of luck to you in the next stage of your education. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ellen Margolis, who will present the faculty commencement address. Dr. Margolis is an award-winning actor, director, and playwright who serves as chair of theater and dance at Pacific University. She completed her bachelor's degree at UC Berkeley, an MFA in acting at UC Davis, and a PhD in theater history at UC Santa Barbara. Dr. Margolis' scholarship focuses on theater pedagogy and its history and culture. She is co-editor of a book entitled The Politics of American Actor Training, and has authored numerous articles for theater journals. As a playwright, her work has been commissioned and produced by the Portland Shakespeare Project, Shaking the Tree Studio, and Miles Square Theater, among others. Her plays, which have been seen across the U.S. and internationally, are published by Playscripts, Youth Plays, and the Proscenium Journal. And her writing has been recognized with awards from the New York International Fringe Festival and the Portland Civic Theater Guild. In her time at Pacific University, Dr. Margolis has designed and initiated a major in applied theater, a program that trains students in performance-based civic engagement to promote community, identity, and wellness, as well as a new minor in arts administration and advocacy. In the spring of 2021, Dr. Margolis was honored by Pacific with the title of Distinguished University Professor, one of our highest honors. And this summer, she will travel to Italy for a creative retreat with the La Mama Experimental Theater Company. Please help me welcome Dr. Ellen Margolis.
Thank you, Anne. Good morning, graduating class. I always feel a little sheepish hearing my bio like that. Not just because I've provided such a flattering version of my own life story, but because it reminds me that I've done the opposite of what I generally advise students to do. Explore your options, try different things. Instead, I fell madly in love with one field when I was a teenager, and I stuck with it. It's fair to say that most of what I know I learned in theaters, which probably sounds like the beginning of a speech full of life advice framed in the vocabulary of my discipline, which is exactly the speech I would have given 5 years ago, or even 3 years ago. But I won't presume to give you advice today, because you're stepping into a world I've never experienced, and because I'm in awe of what you've just done. A couple of years ago, your dream of safety disappeared. You were sent home from campus or summoned back from abroad. The next time you were in class, it was on a screen where you and your classmates looked tiny and tender and disoriented. What did you do? You moved forward. The time in your life when you should be looking at an array of long, tempting pathways happened to coincide with a time in history when none of us could see more than 2 or 3 feet in front of us. You moved forward anyway. Some of you moved with anxiety as a constant companion. Some of you doubled down on service, delivering masks and homework and food and testing kits where they were needed. All of you staggered forward. You probably made your share of mistakes. Maybe there were times when you stopped moving altogether for a couple of days or even a few months. But then you took a lurching step and another, and here you are. And here we are celebrating you. And you also kept us going, those of us on this stage, by giving us something to do that felt important and meaningful, which was to meet with you day after day. You moved with whatever creativity was available to you in a given moment, which is incredible. And by the way, it's all we can ever do. It's all we can ever do. Because our dream of safety, to borrow a phrase from the poet W.H. Auden, our dream of safety will disappear. Sometimes it disappears in very personal ways, as with the loss of someone who's known you since the day you were born. Sometimes financial security goes up in smoke for an individual, or a family, or a lot of people at once. Sometimes a natural event literally knocks the ground out from under us, or countless people around the world get sick with a virus we know nothing about. At such times, we may be moved to notice that whatever sense of security we have in the world, there are people who have never been able to share it. As an able-bodied, cisgender, white person, I have had the luxury of believing the world more safe than the people of color in my family, or my transgender neighbors, or my students with disabilities. When our dream of safety dissolves for any amount of time, we want nothing more than to restore it. But at best, the experience leaves us more compassionate, more respectful of what we don't know, and ever more willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. It leaves us understanding that tiny and tender and disoriented is not the worst way to go through life. In fact, as we've seen in recent weeks, months, and years, certain kinds of certainty can be far more destructive. To bring it back to my field, if there's something we've treated as an absolute in theater, it's that the show must go on. It turns out that's not quite true. The show might go on, but really the show only should go on if we're all being heard from, if we're all taken care of. In the past year or two, very successful theater companies have been actively revising their missions. Heads of these organizations have been stepping down to allow others to make the decisions. These are people with really nice jobs they've worked towards all their lives, realizing, as a person of substantial privilege, my voice has been too central. In other words, we're seeing that we can both move with commitment and also be very inclined to respond to what's changing around us. As it happens, those words exactly describe one of my favorite acting exercises, and they also sound a little like advice, so I'll wrap up. I look forward to seeing how you move from here. You scientists, sociologists, dancers, designers, writers, healers, and actors of the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen, for that inspiring message. On occasion, it is our honor as an institution to recognize individuals whose personal and professional accomplishments and service, both to the university and to the larger community, set them apart. William, or Bill Stoller, is such an individual. Dr. Halleck, it is my honor today to present alumnus William Stoller, candidate for an honorary degree of humane letters. Mr. Stoller has been a recognized and respected leader in the staffing industry for more than 40 years. He's a founder and CEO of Express Employment Professionals International, a global workforce management company employing more than 580,000 people annually. He's also an accomplished vintner. In 1993, Mr. Stoller purchased his family's turkey farm in Dayton, Oregon, and turned it into the first LEED Gold certified winemaking facility in the world. But most important to us, Mr. Stoller is a proud alumnus of Pacific University. Over the years, he has given generously of his time and resources, serving on the university's Board of Trustees, and generously supporting Pacific, in particular, the College of Business, where he has endowed the Dean Chair, and the Stoller Center, of course, our athletic center here at Pacific. We are deeply grateful for his ongoing support. It is proposed that Pacific University award William Bill Stoller the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
At this time, I would invite William Stoller to rise. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, I confer upon you, William Bill Stoller, the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. All right. Try not to have him. She's a basketball player. All right. Would you like a rebuttal? Go ahead.
Wow. Thank you very, very much. Before I really get started in my presentation to you, Alexandra, that was an absolutely splendid speech. Couldn't imagine a better one. That's terrific. President Halleck, you actually forgot to mention one group of people to stand when everybody was standing, and that's my personal cheering section, my family. Would you please rise? President Halleck, distinguished faculty, staff, board members, guests, and the 2022 Pacific University graduating class, thank you for including me in today's commencement ceremony. Pacific holds a special place in my heart, and I'm honored to share a few memories and a little knowledge and maybe a couple thoughts or recommendations with you today. I think that's my job. I transferred to Pacific in 1972, and deciding to attend school here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I'm sure you share those thoughts. My business professors, Joe Story, Russ Saunders, were remarkable instructors, and my basketball coach, Bob Allard, was a tremendous coach and mentor. And I loved the sense of community I experienced on campus. One of my fondest memories is friends stopping by our campus apartment between classes to eat lunch and watch Perry Mason together. Now, the name Perry Mason may not mean anything to you, but let me assure you, it was the best courtroom drama show on TV at the time. Back in those days, there were no on-demand or streaming services, so Perry Mason at noon, and they were reruns, was as good as it got. It was a special time in my life, and I'm forever grateful for the friendships I made and the education I received here at Pacific. About 25 miles from campus is the family farm I grew up. When you grow up on a farm, you learn many important life lessons at a very early age. You learn the value of hard work, you learn the importance of discipline, you develop a reverence for Mother Nature, and you learn to accept change because change is essential for growth. I carry these lessons with me every day in my personal life and throughout my professional career, and recently I found myself thinking very deeply about the lessons of change and how it relates to growth. As you know, growth can be painful, even in measured or expected doses. I think about my high school years and I still wince. But when an unprecedented amount of change or uncertainty is thrust upon us, growth can seem almost unbearable, if not impossible. These past 2 years of change have challenged us in ways we never expected. Many of you experienced loss, whether it was the tragic loss of a loved one or of the dreams you had for what college should be. But during that time of profound change and loss, you did something extraordinary. You proved the power of resilience. Remember, achievement during a time of adversity may not look the way we initially planned, but it's built on a stronger foundation because it's been tested. So stay resilient because you will be tested again. I'm here today to tell you that regardless of the changes happening around us, you have the opportunity and the responsibility to continue to learn, grow, and thrive so you can make life for yourself and contribute to society. That is what you've been working toward these last 4 years, or more years. And it is the promise reflected in each of your diplomas. And I also realize that I'm the only person that stands between you and your diploma, so I won't be too much longer. Your path forward may look different than you thought it would when you entered Pacific. It probably looks different now than it did just a few months ago, but you will move forward. And as you do, I hope you'll remember just 5 of my personal thoughts and maybe recommendations that I'd like to share with you. They are true, they are tested, and they come from the heart. First, try to stay balanced. A balanced lifestyle includes taking steps to protect your physical and emotional health. From exercising regularly and eating healthy to reducing stress and managing anxiety, your health must be your #1 priority. If you cannot take care of yourself, your relationships will suffer, your work will suffer, and your overall health will begin to decline. You must put your well-being first. I know it is easier said than done, but it's precisely a balanced lifestyle that can help you successfully navigate and respond during periods of stress and of uncertainty. And always seek out leaders who value and promote lifestyle balance. Those are the teams you want to join. Second, realize there is dignity and opportunity in all work. Important jobs exist at all levels across all industries. Whether your postgraduate plans include working for a Fortune 500 company, going to graduate school, or running the cash register at a local market. Give these opportunities everything you have and the respect they deserve, because there is value in all work. And there is always something to learn about yourself and the world through these experiences. Some of the best management lessons I learned from my dad, a farmer who empowered me to approach and complete my chores any way I saw fit, which helped build my character and self-confidence. Keep your mind and your options open and learn everything you can from your postgraduate work experiences, whatever they may be. Third, quit trying to find your passion. It's a dead-end journey. Contrary to what you may have been told, passion is not something that is just out there waiting to be discovered. Passion sparks comes from purpose and meaning, which come from within. What makes something meaningful is the meaning you draw out of it, and you alone. Never in a million years did I think I'd work for an employment agency. That was the last thing on my list after graduation. In fact, I don't even think it was even on my list. But when I started helping other people find work and a sense of meaning in their lives, I got a clear sense of purpose and fulfillment in mind, and I was hooked. Now, more than 4 decades later, workforce management has become a passion for me. Remember, when you're out there exploring new opportunities, nothing that benefits others in some way is without purpose. Fourth, master what makes you uncomfortable. Most of us have been faced with a daunting assignment that was out of our comfort zone, and I guarantee you, all of us will be faced with unfamiliar or challenging tasks in the future. When these uncomfortable challenges surface, I urge you to step up and seize them. Attack what scares you. Learn the program, write the letter, make the call, give the presentation, do what needs to be done. Then do it again and again. And the only reason these activities scare us is because they are unfamiliar. By mastering them, we lose the fear and gain valuable confidence, and among many new skills. For me, and many of my generation, social media was the big, uncomfortable obstacle. But for those of us who learned how to use and integrate social media into our personal and professional lives, we found another way to connect to the world around us. And because of it, we are now richer and have fuller lives. Always strive to step out of your comfort zone, take the risk, and grow. I promise you won't regret it. Last, recognize relationships are everything. You are inherently social beings, which made the isolation of the pandemic so unbearable. But being apart from one another also showed us just how connected we really are and how much we rely on one another as family and friends, colleagues, and community members. Our time apart gave us the opportunity to gain a new perspective and appreciation for our past and current relationships and those we want to seek out in the future. Always remember the relationships we choose to develop and foster reflect on ourselves and our values, so choose wisely. Great personal and professional relationships are based on honesty, integrity, and trust. I urge you to apply these principles generally and expect others to do the same. If they don't or can't, you know it's time to walk away. Class of 2022, your learning doesn't stop today. This is the moment it continues. And I can tell you from experience, from farming to the front office and everything in between, if you embrace a learning mindset, an openness to change, and a willingness to grow, your personal and professional rewards will outweigh any risk you take. I guarantee it. Remember, life is not about winning the race, it's about running it. It is the pursuit of our goals and interests that brings us joy and a sense of accomplishment. Today is such a joyful day because of all the work, and I imagine all the good times you put into getting your degree. You set a goal to get your diploma, and you did it. Congratulations, savor this day, and celebrate it. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us, thank you for your tireless efforts and your wise counsel, and congratulations, Dr. Stoller.
And now, the part of the ceremony you have all been waiting for, the presentation of degrees. So at this time, I call on Dr. Sarah Phillips, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Dr. Bar Gillespie. President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree Bachelor of Arts. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Nicole Talumi Lena Ala Alan Sonoran. Oliver Alexander. Margarita Arredondo. Yadira Baltier Moreno. Emily Grace Black. Nick Bower. James Brand. Gracie Kaylin Bolza. Caitlin Bailey Fumalog. James Calhoun. Zachary Cordova Kamey. Caitlin Louise Casaban. Kahula Abigail Coleman. Danielle Adriana Kutendoy Cordima. Thank you. Charles Dominic Crescenti. Laurel Crocker. Jennifer Cruz Hernandez. Michael John Cusack. Thank you. Ella Louise Cutter. Kira Rayanne Daughtry. Casey Fox Davis. Thank you. Emma Dilworth. Marissa Dixon. J.T. Duncan. Jessica Kamea Eligio. Chloe Elmore. Zoraida Diaz Espinosa. Thank you. Thank you. Morgan Taylor Fenn. Kayulani Ka'aina Ku'ilua Evangeline Hernandez. Fernandez. August Elaine Gannett. Joey Taylor Grafton. Whitney Kayan Greger. Mackenzie Ann Grover. Malia Kiili Huna Lyman Guerrero. Sarah Marie Kumiko Hamada. Taylor Nicole Hammers. And Helena Hortzenek. Charlie Raquel Hudson. Megan Huynh. Maximiliano Jimenez. Naomi Michaela Johnson. Sophia Lalia Kaufman. Danielle Leilani Keene. Alexandra Rose Kendrick. Jaron David Kerr. Matthew Lowe Kimball. Lydia Wren King. Francis E. Kohler. Ali Kirk. Logan S. Kwok. Sasheen Violet Lampert. Thank you. Kalina Trinity Lewis. Noah Seth Lewis. Ashton Lean. Killian Marie Lynch. Parker Roberts Manalo. Kaylee Dunnett Martindale. Okay. Hayden Alexander Martinez. Emily McClary. Christian Nicholas Mendoza Guerra. Isabella Marie Meneses. Emma Xiaoyan Merritt. Ashley Arasai Mesa. Haley Luana Mullen. Danica Rose Kehalani Mura Oka. Adam Midland. And daughter. Shafan Sharice Noble. John Dylan O'Connor. Daniel Ortiz Rojo. Charlotte Dean Pursley. Elena Gale Russell. Nova Isabella Rivera. Aubrey A. Romero. Chase Scott Rumka. Ariel Lynn Russell. Riley M. Skidmore. Emily Isabel Smith. Ruby Claire Smith. Peyton Alexandra Spencer. Zoe Shea Flynn Stanek. Deshane Jovan Nalu Talalotu Stevens. Todd Segiro Takeuchi. Seth Dwayne Thompson. Thank you. Tatum Trothwine. Margaret Elizabeth Tratine. Haley Uetake. Mitchell A. Ulrich. Isaac Unga. Elika Lynn Untin. Faith Kaialohilani and Playa O. Valdez. Jefferson Edward Van Dommelen. May Vonderkammer. Brooklyn Ann Walker. Colin Michael Robert Weiris. Miranda Westman. Rustin Williams. Kyla Joy Wilson.
Just in case you were wondering why an occasional random adult comes up here and hands the diploma to the recipient, those individuals are Pacific faculty and staff whose son or daughter is receiving the degree. You may now applaud the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music Education in the College of Arts and Sciences. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music Education please rise?
All right. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree Bachelor of Music Education. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
The graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Christian Gerald Boomalog. Samantha Joanne Calkins. Daniel Kenneth Canty.
You may now applaud these three graduates.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music Therapy in the College of Arts and Sciences. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music Therapy please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree Bachelor of Music Therapy. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
The graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Leah Noel Addington. Melissa Veronica Baker. I got it. Carter Jabron Heidi. Allison M. Frazier. Arnie Jaminer. Marissa Suzanne Hall. Mary E. King. Natalie J. Plotkin.
We now applaud these graduates.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences and the College of Optometry. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree Bachelor of Science. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Cami Maria Aguinaldo. Logan Lihau Aki Marcos. Rachel Kathleen Areza. Kamahao Arita. Drew Keali'io Kiakai Akina. Jonathan C. August. Kendall A. Barnes. Sheila M. Beebe. Itzamar Benitez Iriz Ari. Sarah Lily Brandstetter. Shane M. Bryan. Jada L. Burns. Carly Renee Bursch. Molly Burton. Jenna Castro. Jared Cattell. Colin Patrick Chance. Haley Chang. Megan Sunisa Chang. Lillian Faith Clement. Bryn Clodfelter. Alyssa Cole. Kevin Robert Kroll. Julia Noel Crum. AJ Cummings. Julian Dagon. Nina Marie J. Lindahl. Ethan James Dentler. Erica L. Dunning. John Yu Yong. Emily F. Edwards. Moaz El Barbary. Alexa Marie Erickson. Lene Jean Fay. Caitlin Marie Felton. Lillianne Ferry. Carl Ficken. Kavehi Levi Tomoyuki Flores Akiona. Zane Gen Kyung French. Kyler Anthony Fritz. Rebecca S. Gibney. Moises Arenas Gonzalez. Sophie Marie Grant. Emma Mari Moana Gussman. Rachel Jacqueline Guthrie. Ethan A. Guzman. Kylie Marie Halland. Nora Elizabeth Harbison. Alexandra Claire Hayes. Sonia Irene Henderson. Tyree Hicks. Ian Masaru Higa. Tamalin Higaki. Annie Kehoe. Damon Ray Holland. Bailey Jordan Hoshino. Mason Chad Hoskins. Hung Tan Huen. Caitlin Elaine Keiko Ito. Logan Allen Jepson. Taylor Rose Johnson. Oriana June. Ethan Jared Matsuo Kameshige. Manit Kaur Khan. Garrett Katayama. Thank you. Alexis Kikav. Randall Klaga. Anthony James Cron. Devin O. Kwan. Bryson Jared Lee. Chloe M. Lum. Vivian V. Hoangmai. Blake Marcella. Anissa Jo Markowicz. Deontay Antoine Massey Johnson. Nellie Elizabeth McAllister. Madison Marie McKay. Grant Cooper McCluskey. Annika Marie McNeil. Sophia Isabella Mercado. Mary Bell Morris. Lauren Hiilani Nagatoshi. Tyler Ikuho Nataka. Justin K. Nalaelua. Jenny Lam Nguyen. Carrie Elizabeth Nunnenkamp. Nadia KT Ortiz. Kit Isaac Edward Oster. Kaylee Sierra Hutchison Otto. Madison Joe Owens. Brian D. Parker. Kiera Angelique Parker. Michael Anthony Parrish. Mackenzie Parrish Civil. Aiden Parsons. Byron Scott Pierce. Alejandrea Perez Suter. Anika Kathleen Peters. Ka'ave'ivi, Kane Kui Kahe Kili, J.C. Pileo. Kristen Nicole Pilgrim. Lucy May Plews. Kellen Elizabeth Poe. Isabel Armenta Portillo. Adrian Christine Powell. Kara Johanna Putnam. Carissa Ramirez Perez. Cooper Loyal Rich. Abigail Lynn Ryan. Kauichi Keith Sato. Siri Salazar Santibanez. Abigail Lynn Schmidt. Philip C. Sechanu. Michaela C. Scoba. Diane Elizabeth Schaefer. Jasmine Schellenbarger. Peyton Leanne Shimanek. Alexa Smith. Ashley Caitlin Stanton. Megan Alana Stedefor. Roman Stein. Thank you. Dwayne Keanu Stokes. Cassandra Joy Stone. Ashley Lynn Swafford. Kate Kaiola Tenaguchi. Isabel Haley Teo. Luis Daniel Tejas. Maya Denise Tindikni. Grace Virginia Tolbird. Kimberly Luce Toro. Kelsey Marie Trumier. Amy Elizabeth Turku. Shelby Nicole Effelman. Alyssa Nicole Valencia. Haley Jo Walls. Shun Amund Wetleeson. Elizabeth Mika Young. Leanne Zipprich.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the Bachelor of Science degree.
Hi. President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work in the College of Arts and Sciences. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees for this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Graduates, please move forward to receive your diploma. Lee Bartholomew. Shelby Rumiko Curry. Malia Marie Day. Amanda Louise Drews. Wendy Michelle Fargo. Alejandra Guzman Chavez. Rocio Fabiola Handel Rodriguez. Dylan Hansen. Morgan Henry. Stella Lee. Celeste Megar Patton. Aria Tova Majurom. Isaiah Petrie. Paige Nicole Rancourt. Haley Marie Ranta. Tasha Stewart Schumann. Maria Vasquez Rodriguez.
Please join me in applauding these graduates. I now call upon Dr. Jennifer Urwegas, Dean of the College of Business.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy in the College of Business. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree of Bachelor of Accountancy. Graduates, you may move your tassels to the left.
Graduates may move forward to receive their diplomas. Andrew Adamson. Carter M. Chapman. Trevor Michael Garachi. Joey Keuli Soitin Hu. Bethany Marie Kailbaugh. Chase Kuivi Lau. Kalika A. Loranger. Akshita Malhotra. Ian Michael Shigezawa.
You may now applaud these graduates.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Business. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree Bachelor of Arts in the College of Business. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Graduates may move forward to receive their diplomas. Mackenzie L. Barnett. Elizabeth Blair. Logan L.K. Cabanilla Aricayos. Anthony Daniel DeSantis Coates. Alan Cruz. I'll behave. Paige Marie Downer. Christy Kainani Kaai Echeverry. Jack Finkelstein. Hope Frazier. Isaiah John Galacio. Gage Philip Gloucester. Rachel Marcel Hakim. Kenyon Christopher Michael Harris. Spencer Kalaniakia Kotaro Kianini. Aiden Kearns. Trinity Alexis Lane. Tyler J. Litke. Christopher Ma. Hi. Jennifer Mitchell Lenny. Ren Reiji Miyagawa. Sorry. Kobe Alec Murata. Great. Samuel Dominique Okamoto. Alexander John Passman. Shivani Mahendra Patel. Oscar Joseph Blues. Evan Sakamoto. Yuki Satomi. Joseph M. Schmitz. Dylan Thomas Sosa. Noah Isami Kulia Iloa Akana Awa Tamura. Tina Tavri Tep. Yelena Tipikena. Ryosuke Omemura. Matthew Lawrence Weiler. Savita Jewel Wilson. Alexander Donald Wolf. Robert Wood, Jr.
You may now applaud these graduates. I now call upon Dr. Anita Zeidemans-Boudreau, Director of the School of Learning and Teaching in the College of Education.
President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Education. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelors of Arts please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of your faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Education. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
Graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Christopher William Beadle. Sydney Lynn Binder. Hannah Gioe Mandulik Brando. Sierra Boisry. Christopher Nohia Chuckus. Kayla R. Cooley. Laura K. Diaz. Abigail Lynn Evan. Kylia Hawk Lowenstein. Kiana Marie Hensley. Alexia M. Iwamoto. Kyle Allen Kern. Olivia Myers. Julia Pearl Neuter. Riley G. Patton. Samantha Mapuana Raposa. Emma Catherine Kikue Saito. Talia Marie Salcedo Hernandez. Natavati Tongkonuch. Stephanie Lynn Vandihai. Kathleen Ward. Isabel Robinson Worley.
Please join me in applauding these graduates.
Where am I? I'm lost. President Halleck, I am pleased to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education in the College of Education. These students have completed the course of instruction provided by Pacific University and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees to receive this degree. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Education please rise?
Well, last but certainly not least, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Pacific University, and on behalf of the faculty, I confer upon you, the named candidates, the degree of Bachelor of Education. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left.
The graduates may now move forward to receive their diplomas. Mary Frances Belcher. Kelly Jean Bruling. Bailey Case. Casey Lynn Colon. Hannah N. Drennan. Libby Ellen Fragoso. Cassie Marie Matthews. Taylor J. Reed. Cassandra Roselle. Ariane Vansel. Veronica Trejo. Ani Avila Guzman. Jessica Bautista. Got it. Julissa Govea Chavez. Brianna Grace Frasco. Anna Melina Gavina Zavala. Jose Hernandez Salinas. Adriana Olivas. Yasmin Noel Solorio. Dalia Vasquez Ventura. Karina Vega.
Congratulations once again to all of our graduates for your outstanding achievements. We are so very proud of each of you, and we wish you the very best, and hopefully a lot of fun as you go forth today and make your impact on the world. To all of our guests, especially your families and friends, thank you so much for being with us here today and joining in this special celebration. Thank you.
I now invite everyone to stand and join the class of 2022 in singing the first verse of Hail, Old Pacific Hail, the Pacific University alma mater, which is printed on the back page of your program. We will be led by the Pacific University Band and Choir.
Bubbles.
Oh, bubbles. Very nice. Thank you. And please be seated once again. Congratulations to each of you on achieving this milestone in your journey. This concludes our ceremony. A video of today's event will be available on the commencement page of the university website, and the website is listed in the program. You can meet your graduate on the south side of the Stoller Center after the recessional. We now ask our audience to please stay seated until our graduates and faculty members complete the recessional. And enjoy your day and safe travels, and thank you for being here with us.